this instalment of Tackle and Bait, we're going to look at efficiency. Now what I mean by that is, sometimes bites you can go long without a bite and all of a sudden they all come in quick succession. You know what it's like, they can be like buzzes at times. So we're going to look at what you can do while the rods are out in place in the meantime, so when you do have a recast, you're on the money in as quick a time as possible back out on that spot. We're going to maximise your angling time. Just a few little bits and bats, nothing technical, but little changes can make all the difference sometimes, and getting that extra 30-40 minutes across the day that you're fishing, extra fishing time by being organised and efficient. So let's have a look, let's get started. I'm going to start by having a couple of casts, quick lead about, find an harder spot. That's gone down with a drop, sorted, get that clipped up. It's going to use the line clip on the reel. I've got my far bank marker, put this clip under here. This means that by using my far bank marker, being that tree, I've got my distance covered on my clip and I've got my left and right covered with my aim marker. Sorted. So we found a spot, have a lead around, found an hard area. Now what I'm going to do is, we can't leave the clip on when we're fishing, obviously we've got to take it off or we'd lose a rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of power gum on the line, that'll stay on there permanently whilst I'm fishing, and I'll be able to find the spot instantly every time I come to recast. So I'm going to take a bit of power gum off. Here's a closer look at tying that knot, nice and simple. Make a loop, lie the two lines together, make a loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, and start to bed that down. Keep the main line tight, bed that down, there you have it, nicely in place, and that's going to help you identify your distance when you come to cast. I'm going to start by tying up a couple of PVA bags for keeping things efficient. Start off with a little bit of tuna oil, not a lot, a bit of tuna extract glue, sorry, not too much. Fill up, I'm just using pellets here for these bags, it's nice and simple. Get a few in there, I'm not going to fill them all the way to the top just because of the method in which I tie them. Nice small handful enough for a bite. So we've got a couple of bags made up. Now the next thing we're going to look at is basically sorting out two rigs. Nice and simple, snowman setup. Pop up on a bottom bait. Get these into position. Loop that over, bed that down. Now that we've got two rigs and two bags, just made a couple of quick bags with some tuna extract and some pellet. Now we've got them sorted, now we're going to look at how we can actually change rigs efficiently between casts. And I'm going to show you that with a couple of different products and how we can use them. Speed links are perfect. Speed links are an ideal way to improve your efficiency. These are little clips that allow you to attach things and detach things in as quick a time as possible. So I'm going to start by putting a speed link on. So that's on there and attached. Nice and easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a tail rubber, I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to just snip just a fraction off the end. I'm going to keep that piece. We've got a little slither there. Now we're going to take this and I'm going to put this over a speed link. I'm going to push that up into place above the speed link. There we are, that's in position. Now we're going to take our baiting needle, put it through our PVA bag at the end of our uplink, use the needle to pull that through the bag, pull that up into position, secure your up point nice in the bottom of the bag. Means of attaching this, hook that over, hook it all the way around, make sure it's over both and it's not going to come back off. That's just going to pull down into position and that's just going to prevent that from coming off when you're casting or when you're playing fish. So you've reeled in, you've got your rig here, doesn't matter what shape that's in because you're going to change it because you've already got one tied up here ready. So we're saying about speed link, just how speedy are they? Let's have a look. Got my timer, 3, 2, 1, let's make a start. Slide that back, clip that off, take your next one, clip that on, into position, slide that back down, and bosh, we're good to go. 16 seconds, back out on the spot, lovely. So I've not had a bite for a while, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reel in and recast. Now I've got my rig here, in my bag. I'm going to pop that in my pocket for a second. I'm going to reel in. As I reel in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look. Here's my stopper, here's my marker on my line, lined up to my Jurassic logo. As I set it, I'm going to pop the clip on, reel in. Now it's just a case of have a look at your speed clip, slide your little tail rubber back that you popped on there earlier, unclip my rig. I'm going to pop that in my mouth for a second when I don't lose it. Take my rig out of my pocket. Pop that on. Slide that back into position. There we are, we're good to go. Next to no time. I'm clipped up, I'm on my spot, I've got my distance. All I've got to do now is line up with my far bank marker. Lined up my far bank marker. Hit the clip, in she goes. Bang, nice drop. Unclip, sink my line. Lovely. Pop my burper on. And we're good to go. Happy days. So it's all about efficiency basically today, what we've been looking at. This one, it doesn't mean you have to fish solid bags, it doesn't mean you have to fish snowman rigs. That's irrelevant really. All we've looked at today is the use of this clip, this speed link, this speed clip, if you want to term it that. You could use this with any rig, it could just be a single up bait and you catapult it, it's irrelevant. Why waste time in the sour, messing about? You can be doing that in between fish, in between casts. So incorporate a few different bits into your arsenal, maximise your angling time while you're on holiday here at Jurassic. Tight lines, see you next time.